This video is brought to you by Diamond Pacific Tool Corporation. Diamond Pacific is America's favorite diamond tool, wheel, and lapidary machine manufacturers. For nearly half a century, Diamond Pacific has set the industry standard for diamond lapidary equipment. Join the majority of professional lapidaries and choose Diamond Pacific products such as their Nova wheels, Pixie, Genie, and Titan gem makers, as well as their wide selection of other high-quality lapidary diamond products. Check out Diamond Pacific today and find out why they're considered America's premier diamond lapidary tool manufacturers.
Well, Holbrook, we're at the gift shop, and we're at the in Holbrook, and there's some geodes, just a few.
Are those like local, or are they like Moroccan or something?
I'm not sure where they come from.
So they got a rock yard.
Got a rock yard, yeah. There's a rock yard.
Lots of wood.
Things for sale. Here's some wood on this side.
Have you been here before?
I have. I've been here twice before.
I believe this is a picture of the gentleman Jim Gray. I wonder which one is Jim in the photo. You're one of those guys. A petrified long weighing approximately 7,000 pounds was donated last week by Jim Gray of Holbrook. It is to be placed with another log on the pedestal in front of the Smithsonian. Very cool. The museum, built in 1911, has 2 empty pedestals in front of the entrance, and the log will be placed to the left of the entrance with a piece of iron ore from northern Michigan. Really cool. It's nice of Mr. Holbrook. I mean, Mr. Gray from Holbrook. Some cool pictures of that log. Wow, he gave a good one. What a sweetheart. Very cool. Very nice stuff. Nice, cool. Collection is that some Pueblo pottery there. Some rebuilt pots. It looks a lot like what we see in Taos area. Love the baskets. Some cool Zuni fetishes. I like the frog. That's actually a really nice turquoise right there. What is that? Powder horn used in Civil War. Hopi Peaky tray. I like the fine jewelry that they're making out of petrified wood. A lot of times when you see petrified wood jewelry, you don't always see it made out of the best stuff. It's a cool rainbow man. It's not, I don't think it's a Thunderbird. Some cool Kachina earrings there. Those look really old. That bracelet right there looks absolutely stunning. Really nice turquoise. And yeah, cool different people's collection of petrified wood. I wonder what that blue stuff is in there with the wood. Is it like chrysocolla? Is it some kind of phosphate, or is it just a green jasper? Super duper duper cool. Check out the spheres of all the petrified wood. They're doing a really good job at this museum. Here's the sphere making process. A lot of you folks know. Then about at that point, you start grinding away those corners instead of just chopping them to make spheres. But check out these pots made out of petrified wood. I know companies like Diamond Pacific actually used to have a lapidary lathe that no longer is in production. I wonder if those were made on that, or if they were made on just a regular lathe using the right tools for the job, or if they're just done by hand. But they're spectacular. The bowl is really nice. There's a gentleman on YouTube that has a great process for making gemstone marbles using a piece of like an old silicon carbide wheel. And what you do is you like You divot the silicon carbide wheel, go through this process on a small level, put the stone into that divot of the silicon carbide wheel and hold that wheel against a piece of leather that's spinning, perhaps like on your Richardson Ranch buffer or something, and you can make gemstone marbles really, really easy. I've been trying to reach out to that gentleman to see if he'd mind if I made a similar video to help people who want to start making gemstone marbles. He's never gotten back to me, so I think I'm just gonna do it. Just give him credit in the video. Mammoth Tooth, Mammoth Tusk, super petrified. Sweet Jim bought me a really nice piece of mammoth that I ended up giving to my grandfather. I love these stacks of petrified wood branches. That looks fantastic. Check that out. Canyon Diablo Meteorite. I give a lot of people, I give out my phone number all the time and to help people identify their stones, and a lot of people are nonstop asking me, is this a meteorite? Is this a meteorite? I think it's like one of those things that everybody wants it to be a meteorite that they're finding out and about. Just remember, folks, not all magnetic rocks are meteorites. That's super cool. Spread of wood there. I like the cell structure in that piece. Nice piece of gem silica chrysocolla mixed with some silicated chrysocolla. That turquoise looks like number 8. Very, very, very cool. I love the bookends. I wish I had an ND filter to show you folks better. I'm not gonna lie, wasn't really into petrified wood, but this makes me appreciate it so much. Very, very cool. If you're ever anywhere near Holbrook, Arizona, you gotta come and check out this place. It's fabulous. Just to see the spread of wood. Most of the logs and stumps in the park are called, however you say that, because studies suggest that they came from trees that may be distant members of the Araucaria family, which now lives naturally only in warm, humid parts of South America, Australia, New Zealand. Monkey puzzle tree is a modern version. Norfolk Island or star pine. Interesting. Love the yellows. That's spectacular. I made a really nice petrified wood pendant once and gave it to some girl who I think lost it. Classic. That's like Starburst candy. Check out these frogs. Who is carving these animals? It doesn't look foreign. The owl does a little bit, but the frogs and these monkeys, they look pretty almost Native American looking. Look at all those birds. Seagulls, eagles. Turtle. Again, these pots, absolutely fantastic. I wonder how old these mortar and pestles are. Were these like made to be sold in a gift shop like 50 years ago and they just ended up in this museum because they're way too nice? If I made those, if I used a lapidary lathe or not, I'd still have to get $250, $300 for those. Those are fantastic. Look at that, green petrified wood. You don't see that every day. Deuterochromium. Very interesting. Looks like it polishes pretty well by the looks of that sphere. Looks like it's rocking at about 10,000 grit. The cream log is trippy. Very super cool. Some pictures of the petrified wood book. Reminds me of that super famous agate book That cost over $100. Well worth it though, for sure. Look at this alligator. Wild Bill Petrified alligator. From Charlotte County, Florida. I was telling Jim earlier when we were looking at this that I come from a place in the Treasure Coast where there's a river called the Indian River that meets the ocean, and there's alligators and sharks in that water. Pretty scary. Some cool Pueblo style pottery. They call this horsehair, and they actually put horsehair on the pottery and it burns into the pottery. It looks fantastic. There's a nice denali, clay and horse. They're really cool. There's an alabaster that looks a lot like this that's often called Zuni alabaster. Yeah, that looks great. Very well done. Many fragile items. It's a good sign to have. These are cool. Are they clear coated? Maybe naturally tumbled or something. These are cool. Or the axe in the wood. Is it pewter or steel or something? Very, very cool. Jim is around here somewhere. Gotta go find him. These tables are fantastic. I wonder how they go about doing it, because it's like very, very little fill. I don't know how they did it, but that's spectacular. Are they like putting it upside down, tracing on the wood, just taking time with like a small router bit? That's great. I think it's the best petrified wood table I think I've ever seen. The natural ones where it's one big slab of pet wood is really cool. But I like that. Look at all the cool mining tools. I know Jimbo wants a nice petrified landscape section of his house.
Interesting. Now I don't see the pieces moving, and I do see the wheels spinning pretty quickly, so I'm not really familiar with this type of a polishing method, but I'm sure this is how they're getting some of these nice pieces.
This is the Lapidary Shop, huh?
Yeah, that's their shop.
That's a 36-inch, huh?
Yeah. Look at the solid back there. There's a whole row of them.
Yeah, that is a super weird method of polishing. And look at these wheels that are spinning the thing. Are they like homemade? But
usually you would see the rock moving on there, but it's very interesting. I'd like to talk to somebody back there and see kind of how that all works. So.
I want to see inside that old 36. That thing is older than I am.
Let's see if we can, I saw somebody in there.
There he is. You want to go ask him?
Yeah, I will.
Jim's afraid of no man. It's a beautiful big piece. This is more or less what I'm used to seeing when it comes to petrified wood tables, just the big slabs. But that over there with the oak, spectacular. Very weird. Bunch of saws, tons of saws over there. Really hard to see. Yeah, so you know they're working on their own stuff. Man, that stuff's like, some people like body shops. I love American lapidary shops. It's probably got some drilling things over there, and it sounds like we're not allowed back there, but boy, oh boy, a boy can dream. Look at this pond. No change in the pond. The coins are not good for the fish, I'm sure. Slab, the petrified wood. Boom, 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 boom. So it's right around the corner, pretty much, from the petrified forest. I wonder if they have like an old claim deal. Do they have their own claim where they're pulling out all these beauties? I'm sure we can ask somebody. Are they buying it from somebody who has a claim and reselling it? Pretty awesome.
Yeah, you know what? We've got plenty of 24s and stuff. I just kind of like to see the...
Black squiggle buddies over there. So cool. Some people like old cars. We like old lapidary machines.
Yeah.
We're addicted.
This 36-inch saw. This one's being worked on. Grinding machine. Grinder. The grinder. This is going to be a bookend. 36-inch saw. Polish machine. Nothing in there. Little baby saw. Another little baby saw. Polish machine. This one's polish. Done. Rock's being washed. This is done. This is all polished wood. All this is polish. There's crystals in the middle where Phoenix is. Little baby bookends. Bigger bookend. Polish. All these are polished. Black wood right here. This is an egg, some kind of egg. I don't know. This one's my favorite. That's all.
We're gonna go bug Jim outside.
Together, I want to let's start here. I want to see what your arrow
Some
is.
peridot, olivine.
Have you toured the paint of the forest?
No.
Super windy when we got here. Really good prices, actually. Geode pile. The snails, $3 a pound. Some of these prices are ancient. I see this stuff selling for like 10 bucks nowadays. I'm not really into it. It's kind of gross to me, but it's beautiful. I like the whole snails in there. Hiding from the wind as best as possible. That's what that one's like about to pop out. Bunch of stuff in the mix. Looks like a whole lot of broken geodes. Whew. Different grades of this green quartzite. Something worth mentioning about these dyed geode and agate quartz slices, if you leave them in the sun, they will lose their color. I learned that technique from our good friend Everybody Rocks. And as you can see, all of these used to be dyed, and now they're not. That's pretty cool. I think 99% of us would prefer to have them not dyed. So if you have like any dyed slices and you're like, man, I wish these weren't dyed, what do? Leave them out in the sun. It might take a while. My friend Everybody says that they don't take too long. This one just has a few spots on the outside and the inside. But if you can tell, the rest are pretty stripped of their color. They're beautiful. This one's pretty fresh. This one's on its back end, maybe, so because this one's already been stripped. Just a spot right there. Let's put it like this to help her on its journey to have its crazy colors removed. Really cool. I mean, these are pretty common, but you know, it is a lot of work to slice, and at best, somebody's clamping it up, slicing it up, putting it on the vibros. From the vibros, you know, maybe seconds in between steps, but $6. That's a handout. You could barely get a gallon of gas for that price. Very good deal, in my opinion. Here's some like random pieces of petrified wood. This looks like what we were getting at Jimmy's place. A little bit better, actually.
You say put these on the scale?
Yeah, I think you can hear. I'll show you.
I think I know.
Very cool.
So that one's 2.4, so
480.
yeah. And how many? Yeah, that one there.
It's cool, double right
4
there.
times 2, so you got $10 give or take.
Sand rose,
And then
$6 a
total
pound.
is $14.
Wow.
It's actually a pretty good deal.
Yeah, you could expect at some places to buy just that selenite for. Oh, did you get a selenite?
No, he didn't get
I
it.
didn't get you selling right.
Yeah.
What was this called?
That is called
Arizona Banded Picture Stone.
Arizona, yeah, Bandit or Arizona Pictures.
Nice to give you carts for you hog wild shoppers. Too cool, man. You know, I wasn't knowing what to expect when we came here. I'm so happy we came here.
I think too.
Good idea. This is a lot of fun.
Well, good. I'm
I had
glad
a
you like
blast.
it. Look at this. It's kind of
Did
amazing.
you see the back? There's just a
yeah,
trail.
out there over. Hey, next door.
There's a trail. Just it's got to be
Right.
millions of pounds.
I would say millions of pounds.
You know what? I want to ask you, and hopefully we can get it on camera before we get out of here. Where do they get the wood? Do they have a claim? Do they?
I don't know, but I will.
Are they buying it from somebody cheap and
Let's ask him.
reselling? Because
Let's find
it's
that
the
out. That's a
question
great
of the
idea.
hour.
Yes, it is.
So cool. That old little guitar. It's a Chicago. Was it a Montgomery Ward? Somebody put acoustic steel strings on it, hurting its poor little neck. Her days are probably numbered, but she's probably got a cowboy tune in her or two left. Here's some dyes. These left out in the sun, colors will disappear.
So basically, he came here, had some land, found some stuff, and then he brokered with other people to.
Check out all this beautiful jewelry.
Cool. So
Really,
everything that
really
he's got,
nice
he
stuff.
basically
Ammonite,
bought the rights to.
chaurite,
Is it all like
high-end
I mean,
lapis.
Is it all within?
No, it's right outside the park, about 3,000 acres.
lots of Larimar. I like the Larimar that's combined with the amber.
There was a couple lots. Is that the area?
And it doesn't look too expensive.
Okay, cool.
Like that Ammonite's $72. I could sell a cab for more than that. This is really fairly priced. Check this out, Jimmy. Do you know what this is? That one.
Moonstone? The
It's
what?
amethyst.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know where you were.
Citrine. Naturally.
Mm-hmm.
They call it ametrine.
Right? Oh,
it's-
where? I know what ametrine.
That and that down there. The amethyst right there and right there. And,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
that one.
yeah.
And so it's comes from a few different places. I think the more common place that it comes from is Bolivia.
Right.
And in Bolivia, it's called Bolivianista, and it's the national stone of Bolivia.
I have news where it comes from. So
Tell me about the rocks, man.
Basically, they come from the local area here, outside of the park, and the owner of this place bought the mineral rights to several different pieces. And
Which
right now,
is that what a claim is?
well,
It's different.
no, because it's a private land, and he actually went to the owner of the land and got permission to harvest the wood from it. So they have 3,000 acres down the street, and let's say he wanted to come out to our property and we had some really quality pieces, he would buy those rights and come out and mine it. But it's all coming locally within
That entire collection down the road and all that stuff.
Everything.
Just decades and decades. Of
I don't really know the
hard
time
work.
frame, but it's amazing that they and I was assured that everything that they have is the rights to it have been purchased.
Oh, cool.
So
Of course, you know, I mean, what the national park is just right around the corner,
yeah,
right?
it's just right down the
So
street.
it's got to be everywhere. This was a
Oh,
forest.
this whole place, yeah, the whole place is just full of it. Larimar,
Yeah, and
lace,
no, rhodochrosite.
rhodochrosite. Are you sure?
155%.
On the bottom?
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll bet you. Baltic amber. Let me see. What do you think?
Maybe.
Nah, probably not.
Very cool. They have really good taste for a gift shop, you know?
Absolutely. Well,
What,
this
dude,
is a
I
little
really
more
like
than-
their... Yeah, it's more than a gift shop.
more than
for
a gift
sure.
shop. Yeah, you
But
got some quality.
They got really good taste. I like that the petrified wood isn't just like some like cab-shaped tumble, you know what I mean?
Right. No, these are pieces
real,
of jewelry. Right.
Yeah, it's real jewelry, and that's fantastic. You know, like every petrified wood cab that I've ever like stumbled across that somebody gave me or something, because I don't really cut the material a lot.
Right.
So it's hard.
Absolutely.
And you definitely use cerium oxide when you're finishing it up. But it's always been like rough shaped, tumbled, or like silicon carbide 600 grit top. But whoever's doing these are doing a really good job.
Oh, I wonder how much of them it's done here.
Yeah, for real. But it looks fantastic.
Local artists, so they got other people doing it as well.
Cool. It's is the local area? Is it like Dene artists or?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Beautiful piece. I read a good story on how I guess one of the presidents of Argentina was trying to lead an expedition to find out where all the Native Americans over there were getting the metal that they were using in their weapons. And it ended up being the deposit of this meteorite, which is probably one of the most producing deposits of meteorite in the world. And yeah, great story.
One more, I'm not going to make you look at every one. But,
Then I'll start showing you the kids and the vacation.
it's like the ground or something. You know the sick thing is, watch this. Oh, Mr. Rock by that far, but yeah, no, we're pretty much here. Thank you for looking at my picture too. Good one. You got pocket rocks?
Yep. I have a green
$1 even? Thank you. Thank you. My dog, that's some. I've been gone for 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay, baby, are we ready, buddy?
Yeah.
Thank you all so much. Sorry, all we can spend is $1, but as you can see, I have quite a few rocks. But I stop here all the time. I've spent many dollars here. Flow meat. That's funny. My mom used to cut my hair with one of those.
If you want, you can go feed the fish.
So here we are, guys.
Jim Gary's. If you're ever in the Holbrook area near the Petrified Forest, come check him out. So much more than just petrified wood. Not gonna lie, didn't think I was gonna be very impressed, and I am absolutely impressed. Their selection of jewelry is also fantastic and really competitively priced. Check him out. Jim Gary's.
$6.49.
Really affordable, real friendly people. I had fun.
I had a great time. Thanks for coming, brother.
Yeah.
Out to the wind. Take a little bit of this, some of these huge pieces.
Yeah. Really cool, man. Way down there at the end is the biggest piece here. It's like as big as Jim's truck. That thing is humongous. Come check him out, yo. You will not be disappointed.